About a year ago, my neighbor was selling this track loader, and I decided to go ahead and buy it from him to help me with taking care of the land and pushing the woods away from the cultivated area. As you will see, we have used it in several areas, but first let's do a walkthrough and see what it's got.
That's what my wife calls it, a new toy in a toy box. I think it's more of a new tool in the tool shed. Yeah, it's a cat. It's a cat number 939C. It's a small unit. It's not one of the weights. It weighs about a little bit over 20,000 pounds. And I don't know all the specs of it. I think it's a year 2000. It comes with the 4-in-1 bucket, which is that's a plus. I looked around when we bought it. Didn't seem to have any leaks or any major issue that I can see. It starts really easy. And the owner I bought from, he says even in the cold weather it'll start. You don't need to warm it up. It's a little rough on the edges, but those tracks seems to be seen some use. They look about half what they used to be, or even more than half, because they start to rub off on the bolts. There's hydraulic fill port and gas or diesel fill port. It's comes with rear weights to offset the load on the bucket. I know the owner says this cylinder here was leaking on this hose, and he's got to put a new hose, and hence why it looks like oil deposits. It's got some life on it. The sprocket is got some use for sure. From what I'm going to use it here is around the farm. That will be fine. That will be just fine for me. Like I said, it comes with a 4-in-1 bucket. It will be really good to, if I take down trees, be able to grab them and move them. It could use some TLC for sure. The guy says the front bar, roll bar, he never had them. So they've got places where they can be mounted. No lights, so you probably need to put some light. Looks like there's some homemade lights. It looks like it's got a symbol here is Gregory Pool. This is a local Caterpillar distributor. They are pretty big around this area. Well, it's got a good rear view mirror. Probably need to get it some side mirrors. And then one thing I noticed, it did not have a bucket level indicator, or it's missing. That is a big bucket. It looks like at least a 2 yard. Let's see what. Let's put it tape in here. Seven feet. A little bit over 7 feet from outside to outside. So it's inside, it's probably 7 feet inside. And the open mouth, almost 4 feet, 44 inches. Let's check out inside. Yeah, you could use a new seat or some type of seat. It's got here 4-in-1 stick, 4-in-1 stick, and the bucket control. And the control, this is a hydrostat type, so it's got a joystick. Missing the horn switch, and this is a joystick to move. Look at the gauges. First gauge is fuel. Second gauge is engine temperature. Or is that a hydraulic temperature? One or the other two. The hour meter, it's got 6,598, almost 6,600. And that's the pressure, I reckon. It's in PSI. And another temperature gauge. Probably that's the engine gauge. Used to be a switch there, it's missing. And then it's got two switches here that I'm not sure what's for. Maybe lights. When they used to have lights. The brake in the center, not sure it works, and 2-foot rests. Since you don't move with your legs. Air intake, exhaust. Yeah, he's got Simpson used radiator from here. Looks inside that grill, looks pretty good. It's hadn't been banged up, but grease in it is. Yeah, I don't think they cared about greasing this thing. It had some grease at one time or another. There's a lot of missing bolts that I noticed, like these. The old house is one of the projects this machine is going to take care of. It's coming down. It's over 100 years old. Nothing is dimensional. Everything's been put up by look of the eye. If it fits, it looks good. That's how it was built. Nothing's standard in this old house, so it's not worth it. Not worth it to keep it. Even the wood in it is not that great. I might salvage some of those roof tins. They still look good. Some of the project that we have already used it on is on this example here. I was taking the topsoil for this future metal building. It's we eventually built a 30 by 60 metal building. And this machine came really handy, taking the topsoil very efficiently. I started with my tractor, with my 2AM tractor, but this one did the job in a fraction of the time that what the tractor will do.
and this is my first time using it, and so I was green. I still had didn't have the good eye of telling exactly where the bucket is. Is it flat, or is it if it's digging or it's not? So I was playing with it at this moment. But it's you need to have a lot of practice with some equipment like this. And I've seen on some other videos that I watched, they're using this 4-1 bucket as when they open it, use it as like a dozer blade, and they worked perfectly. And it's much easier to level the ground with that blade instead of digging those teeth down in the ground. It made it leveling this spot easier, not very easy, but easier, because you can see a little bit better. You can see when the dirt goes around the blade, and you see if you're digging or not, or and again, you probably have seen this video. This is it helped me pull that monstrosity tree down after I cut it, because you just couldn't cut it all the way through and it wouldn't fall down, so I had to pull it. Yeah, without it my tractor would not be able to pull it. I'm glad we had some horsepower to do it with. And then when we cut up that trunk, this is a 10-foot long 10-footer log with 4 feet diameter on the small end, and the big end is about 5 feet in diameter, and I calculated it to be just between 5,000 and 6,000 pounds. It had some difficulty lifting it, but it did lift it, and I was able to move it. You can tell that the weight of that log was making the track loader bouncing a little bit.
I am surprised that this machine was able to lift this monstrosity. As you can see, I got tied down with the chain just enough so I can grab it with the bucket. But it lifted. I hope I didn't cause no damage to it though. Like I said, this is about between 5,000 and 6,000 pound log.
We're going to be putting this track loader to good use, and when we got plenty of work for it to be done, and we're going to cut this video now, so hope you have a good day. Thank you.